What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, guys? This is James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got a new battle report for you today. This is Game 5 of Michigan GT 2017 Day 2. Guys, I've had 3 big wins, 2 20s, 1 16, and I had 1 major 0 loss against Chris Mintz. But guess what? All these wins have pushed me and catapulted me back to table number 3. I have a chance to go back up to the top and challenge the guys who are taking the number 1 and 2 spot. But guess what? When we went to lunch, here's a picture of the back heads of Phil Carl, Joel Flint, and Jesse Silva. And we went to lunch to Boston Market. We're just shooting the shit, talking about our games, telling our war stories, telling each other how we did and what we're doing. And then all of a sudden we get an alert on our phone, and it tells us who we're playing next on War Score, thanks to Bill Robertson. So we go and look at War Score, who we're fighting next, and I'm fighting the guy I'm looking at right across from me, Mr. Joel Flint. Here's a better picture of Joel Flint right here. Look at him giving it the thumbs up. Now, the thing is about Joel is him and I had several, and I mean several, practice games online. Joel Flint, if you guys don't know who Joel Flint is, he's part of Team USA. At least 2017, he's part of Team USA. And I don't know what's going on in 2018. Or when you're watching this video, for that matter. I don't know what's going on what year this is when you watch this video. But he is part of Team USA, and he's a good player with his empire of the Sonnstahl. So we're gonna go ahead and go over what he has on the table, what I have on the table, and guys, there's a shy ambulance right now. But we're gonna go over what we have, and honestly, in every one of our practice matches, he has destroyed me. And I mean, not necessarily destroyed. I mean, there's usually a bloodbath between the both of us, but there's usually some this guy makes these lists with these unbeatable Death Stars, and it's really, really hard to deal with. So I know that ahead of time. Not only that do I know that he has double cannons, he has alchemy, he has a bunch of stuff. Now, the one thing I have, the one advantage I have in my list versus his list, is the last time I played him, I knew what his list was. Last time he played me, I altered my list even further before this tournament. So I have some tricks up my sleeves, but we'll see where we're going to go. Let's go over what we have on the table. Alright, so starting off over here, I didn't even take the pictures of my whole army, but he has 2 of these small deployment units, these detachment units of like 20 guys with sword and board. They're there for combat res. They have banners, they have ranks. Basically, he leaves them there for combat res. He sets up a trap with them, and it usually works, but I know his tricks. He has 2 cannons. As you can tell, one of them's flipped over because it's going to misfire. That's what it's going to do. He has a unit. I'm sorry, these pictures are real sloppy. This is just us taking pictures right before the game started. But he has that wizard right there with the freaking red cape and the book. He has a unit of skirmishers with pistols here. Now, here's a picture of Zod, as well as the bushwhackers. But as you can see, he has a unit of 2 units of 5 knights, and then that big brick in the background. You can see it right now. It's 40 Imperial Guard with sword and board. He is meant to out combat res anybody, and I mean anybody. He's gonna have ranks. He's gonna have bodyguards. He's gonna have a BSB. He's gonna have I don't think he has the war banner. I think he has the flaming banner. And the flaming banner basically is so when he hits you with alchemy spell, he'll give you the rerolls to wound, and that just hurts even more. And then it's not only that, but with alchemy, he's going to be able to boost the armor save up to a 1-up armor save, which is just ridiculous. That Minotaur pulling the thing is his arcane engine, and then he has more skirmishers, and then over here with the chicken rock, more skirmishers, and he has like 3 units of flagellants. Now, guys, and then here's a picture of a couple of my monsters here. You'll see my army when I get going to it. But anyways, let's go over magic real quick. Magic, you got Know Thy Enemy, Pyroclastic Flow, which is a ruby ring, Alchemic Fire, I can't read these are sideways, Word of Iron, looks like Transmutation of Lead, Quicksilver Lash, and Silver Spike. And then for my magic, I got a level 3 Witchcraft and a level 4 Pyromancy. My Witchcraft got Deceptive Glamour, Raven's Wing, Bewitching Glare. Then I got Pyroclastic Flow, Cascading Fire, Scorching Salvo, and Flaming Swords. Guys, here's the table. I'm going to go over what I have really quick from left to right. Left to right, I got the A-Rock, the Mother of Dragons, the Slayer, or Devourer of Slayers. I always mess that one up. I got the K-Pack, which is 3 wolf chariots put all together. This Koga Kaiser Koenig. And then I have my little, what is that? The combat res machine. My 40 common goblins, 45 common goblins with 3 shady gits and a BSB with the war banner. They have bows and shields and ranks and all that jazz. I got right behind them, I got 20 common goblins with 2 shady gits. Same thing, sword and board. They have a banner as well with the banner of discipline, so if they blow up, they don't run away. And then they also have, they're housing the 2 wizards, my level 4 and my level 3. Not only that, but that unit right there is not a skirmishing unit. Somebody in my last video was like, hey, you don't get scoring with a skirmishing unit. I'm like, that's not skirmishing, that's just a 20-man block of goblins pulled sideways. I got Crom the Conqueror. Crom the Conqueror is my great green idol, and I really hope that they don't really mess up the rules on 2.0 on this idol too much, because that +1 to wound and the devastating charge is so useful. I feel like they're gonna do something stupid like lower it to like minus or +1 weapon skill or something stupid like that. That would be dumb. Anyways, I got General Zod. General Zod is my combat lord. He is a 1-up 4-up with a dragon helm this time, which plays a crucial role in this game since he has alchemy. And then here's the wild card. Here is the literal wild card. Is my block of 20 Savage Orc Ed Bashers. They are with paired weapons, and I think Joel was the one who was like, he's like, what? Savage Orcs? I'm not worried about them. And I go, this has happened to me several times. It actually happens to me in my next game that you'll see, which is I'm like, some people ignore the savages because they're worried about the 3 monsters and the chariots. Some people attack the savages, and I don't really care because I got 3 monsters and a chariot. I think it's just a lot of stuff coming at you. But people are always like, they discount it. They're like, whatever, it's 20 savages. It's not that many. They're attacking slower. And I'm thinking to myself, like, they get ignored enough that they actually hold a threat, which I like. I like that. They do have the big Stabadon paired weapons and just regular musician and standard bearer. Then I got my other spider, my other gargantula, my space rock. And then I have my wolf riders. My wolf riders are going to go ahead and vanguard up. Now, going back to this picture really quick, this is a standard battle. I think it's classic battle line. And it is also breakthrough. Breakthrough is the only thing that's really gonna fuck me on this, because as you can see, he has his 2 knight units on the far sides gonna just go for the objective. I didn't see it until the game started, but once the game started, I was just thinking to myself like, motherfucker, I'm not gonna be able to catch those bastards. I do have a fast army, but I have to focus on what's in the middle of the table, and we're gonna go over that really quick. Vanguard's up. I go ahead and vanguard up the dogs up right like so. I'm gonna go ahead and just use them for frenzy baiting on those flagellants, but let's go ahead and do turn 1. Orcs and goblins. I dropped everything. And by the way, guys, I'm going to go back to the picture of Joel here. I throw my dice. I roll my dice for sides. And I know, I mean, Joel, first off, this is my funnest game. This is by far the funnest game of the 5 games I've played at this tournament. Okay? Just by far. Alright? Second off, this, I already know ahead of time. I already know. I played Joel enough. If I don't get first turn, I am fucked. He has too many strength 4 pistols with AP 1. He has too many freaking cannons. He has too much alchemy. He's going to rip apart my monsters if I give him the advantage. So I roll the dice for sides, and all I'm really hoping for is I roll a low number. I hope I roll a low number. So I grab this yellow strength and number dice. Don't even know why I grabbed that one, because that one rolls 6s all the time. But I roll this yellow strength and number dice, and I get a 2. And I'm like, whew. Alright, I got a 2, and he rolls his dice and gets a 4, and I'm like, fuck yeah, you pick the damn sides. He picks his side, and I'm like, I'm dropping everything going first turn. First turn, Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I go ahead and I just fucking push everybody forward. Fuck everything. I'm just going everybody forward. The one thing I think I didn't do too much, like I didn't march forward, was the Goblins, I want to say, just because I wanted to be able to shoot, which doesn't really matter, to be honest. But everything just goes forward as fast as they can, because it'll give him maybe a round or 2 of shooting cannons, but not 3 rounds. And that's the one thing I have to avoid. There wasn't much strategy to this. I moved the savages up. I moved the frickin' spiders up. I kept one of the spiders in the forest because I see he has pistols and he's going to shoot me. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just avoid some shots. At the current moment, I have my wolf chariots 12 inches away from Zod. That becomes an issue later, but not right now, because right now I'm in my bubble. And then let's go over magic phase with my purple dice. Boom! 9 power dice. Go ahead and I do a deceptive glamour onto his cannon. I'm like, hopefully this motherfucker doesn't shoot me. Now the one problem is since I have the bushwhackers behind, I'm gonna go back to this picture over here. Since I have the bushwhackers behind the other goblins, which I did not march up, I am out of range of most of my spells. So that's basically one of the only spells I get off. And I even get it with double sixes. He lets it go off and I kill off 4 of my forest goblins, or common goblins, excuse me. Go ahead and I do a ruby ring because it reaches, and I'm starting to try to pick at that arcane engine, which I get a wound off. He lets it go through. Then I think the other things he stopped. Shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and shoot both of my units into whatever I can, and I only kill off like 4 of his skirmishers here. And yeah, that's it. Let's go into turn 1. Empire of the Sonnstahl. Empire of the Sonnstahl turn 1. Well, as you can see, I chaffed him up over here. So he does take the double charge here just to get rid of my wolf riders with the frenzied guys. And he's just like, ah, fuck it. He charges a lot. I think he just charged his charge. He charged a long charge into my spider, which I was okay with if he actually got in, because I think I would win. But if I didn't win, it would be a huge move for him because I'm only leadership 6, so that could go either way. But I think the spider has just enough attacks to really fuck up these guys over here. So he gets in over here, he fails the charge over there. Now, so he starts giving the, as you can see, he has little cue cards there for his ready aim fires and stuff like that, or his whatever the things are, the orders are. So he starts to move these guys to shoot me up. Now, the one thing is Crom is really close. Crom is probably the closest thing to his center of his table, which he's starting to... He doesn't necessarily chaff Crom, but he starts to target Crom. As you can see, this is the point right here where those knights walk right past my spider, and I realize I am not getting breakthrough. Shit. This sucks. Now, he moves up like so. Now, here's part of my thought process. Is the distance between the spider to those pistolier guys is not that far. I can make that charge no problem. But the distance between the spider and the detachment behind it is only like a 9 or an 8. I want to say it was an 8 inch. So I'm already thinking ahead, like I'm going to be able to charge him and overrun into him, and then his Imperial Guard are actually chaffed by his own unit. Huh. So I was already thinking that. I was thinking, and the other thing I was thinking of is if I charge with the spider and he stands and shoots, and I charge with the chariots, he's going to flee by then, which is going to be an issue. But whatever, we'll see what happens. As you can see on this side, he's just going ahead and I think he's targeting my chariots actually, not Crom. He's targeting the chariots. I think he's just planning to shoot Crom with the cannons. But as you can see, that's how the table looks. Magic phase, he got 8 power dice. Goes ahead and he hits Crom with a Quicksilver Lash. Ends up doing 2 wounds. I just kind of have to take it like a champ. And then over here, he does Transmutation of Lead, for lack of better spells, onto my goblins. And I'm like, you motherfucker, I'm going to hit you on strength 2 now. You fucking ass. Cannon number 1, the one that I freaking gave -1 to hit, misfired anyway, so it didn't fucking matter. You gotta be kidding me. Cannon number 2, whiff. It misses Crom at point blank range, hitting on a 3. I think he rolled a 2. Woo! Wow, that just opened up a can of whoop ass. Over here, he's gonna start shooting into my chariots, does a couple wounds, and then over here, he just kills my dogs. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Guys, I'm giving you a 5-second warning on a 5, 4, 3, 2, WOG! Holy crap, I'm going to WOG in. Fuck this. I already saw that spider move ahead of time. I'm going to charge in. He holds the stand and shoot. He goes ahead and shoots. He shoots me. Stand and shoot. Probably close range. Or I think maybe far range. Long range. And in the woods, and he still gets 1 wound off. Motherfucker. But you know what? He holds, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a thing of beauty. Now here's the real trick. Here's the real trick. I charge the spider and the savages into those frenzied guys, the fanatics, because I figured if I get in with the savages, it's just a bonus, but I'll be able to overrun and be in his flank really fast. And not only that, but I'll be threatening the cannons. There's no reason not to charge. There is no reason not to charge with the savages. I got +1 movement for the deceptive glamour, and I got +1 movement for the WOG. I'm like movement 6 right now with Swift Stride. I could probably nail that, right? Now the spider's going in too, same thing. No reason why I shouldn't, okay? But here's the thing of beauty, is where Crom is. Crom actually sees the flank of his fanatics in the center of the table that are blocking his Imperial Guard. If Crom goes in, now he has like, I think like 12 or 14 of those guys. No, like 10 of those guys. But Crom only has 3 to 4 attacks, impact hits, and thunderstomps. Now, to be honest, I'm probably not going to kill all 10. I'm probably going to kill 5, and they're unbreakable. So I'm thinking to myself, if I charge in with Crom, hold him up, because I can't kill him all, he's going to be unbreakable, I'm going to hold him there, charge in with the spider, and then overrun into his detachment unit. I'm going to give a buff to my spider where my spider gets freaking devastating charge, give all the goblins plus 1 more attack. That's going to have 16 goblin attacks and 9 spider attacks into that detachment, and then I'll just overrun into the next thing and next thing and next thing, and just freaking wipe out that left side. And I'm just thinking like, holy shit, I hope this works, I hope this works. So I nail every fucking charge. Every charge. Boom, 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 boom! Holy crap, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I see it. I see it. Alright. The rest of the remaining moves, I go ahead and I actually leave my chariots back. Now I wanted to charge the chariots in, but part of my thought process was, if I charge the chariots in, what's going to end up happening is he's going to flee. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll take one for the team. I'll just let the spider go by herself. I keep Zod up. I think Zod is still in range of the chariots. And yeah, that's kind of how the table looks. Magic Phase got 5 power dice. Go ahead and I do a Raven's Wing on my chariots. I think that's what it was. I want to say that's exactly what happened. And now I moved them too far from my general. I don't know why I did this. I think I wanted to angle it for something else. I don't remember why I did this. But this is like 2 weeks ago already. My thought process has changed several times. Alright, so doesn't look like I did much else in Magic. So shooting phase, I shoot at these guys. I end up killing off 2 with some bow shots. And then over here, close combat, the spider rips apart his guys. Rips apart. I overrun. I only need a 7 or an 8 to get in. I roll like a 5 on 3 dice. Ugh. The A-Rock falls short. You gotta be kidding me, A-Rock. You gotta be kidding me. I'm like, well, she's not in a horrible spot. Next turn I could do it, right? So Crom, like I said, Crom actually killed 7 guys out of 10. He ends up putting a wound on to Crom, but like I said, he's unbreakable. I win combat. He doesn't have enough leadership to turn. So I just go ahead and I slide down so he cannot even charge Crom with that Imperial Guard unit. Basically, Crom is untouchable at the moment. Alright. This is the game for Crom, by the way. Over here, whew, my savages and my spider. As you can see, he ended up killing off 5 of my savages. But I ripped apart, I shredded the unit. There was not even, it was, obviously, because they're unbreakable, they would stay there if they were there, but they got fucking shredded. And it was just fun to watch, because he, like, rolls all his dice, he kills 5 of my guys, and I roll, like, this handful of, like, fucking 30-something dice, to attack, and he's like, what's that? I go, these are the savages attacks. And you just see, like, and I'm hitting them on, like, 2s. Because they're only like weapon skill 3 with flails. I'm just like, oh my god, this is going to be a thing of beauty. Boom! Just half those fucking, not more than half, like almost all the dice hit. And then I'm just like, okay, now to wound you on 3s. And it was just like, exploded the unit. It was disgusting. I overrun. I needed like a 10 to get into the cannon on the right. I roll like a 7. He's going to have 1 turn of shooting me. But holy shit, my savages are threatening the flank of his detachment. My savages are all up in his business. He can't even see me. And it's going to start off turn 2. Turn 2, Empire of the Sonnstahl. Joel pulls the slickest and probably the best move of the whole game. He charges his general out of the unit of Imperial Guard into my spider. Now I'm thinking like, oh, this guy's going to get thunderstomped. This guy's going to get wrecked, right? But this guy has a 1-up armor against a strength 5 monster. It's not really that much, but it's still possible. It's still possible. All right, so he charges in, gets in, of course. All right, He moves up his detachment to charge on a future charge, and as you can see, he just kind of moves. He moves his other detachment on the right side to face the savages that were coming for them. And basically, that's how the table looks. Magic phase, he got 4 power dice. He goes ahead and he gives... I don't remember what he did, but he miscast it, and he blew up 4 of his archers. What the fuck did he do? What the fuck did he do? Wasn't Quicksilver Lash. It was Silver Spike. He did a Silver Spike into Zod. He's like, well, fuck it. I have to assassinate your general to fuck up your leadership. So he goes for the Silver Spike against Zod. And I'm like, he miscast. So I was like, I couldn't even stop it, to be honest. I only had 2 dice. So I'm like, go ahead. And he goes for it. And I roll my dice. And I ward saved it. And he's like, you gotta be kidding me. Over here, close combat. I fail to wound him. He fails to wound me. He charged. He wins by 1. I am leadership 6 with a reroll. I fail the leadership 6. I am Swift Stride. He is not. I roll a shit number and he chases me down. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. A-Rock! You used to be the lucky one. You used to be the lucky one, A-Rock. What the fuck? As you can see, Crom ended up killing off the rest of his flagellants, and it's gonna go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3, guys. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a thing of beauty. So my savages, I want to say charge his cannon. That's what I was going for. I was charging his cannon. Now, I'm not trying to fuck with his Imperial... Oh, no, I take it back. My savages charge the detachment. The detachment... Before... This is part of my problem. I say, charge with the savages. He goes, okay, I said, charge with the savages. Before he responded, I said, charge with Crom, too, into the same detachment. Because I hit him, I'll kill him, I'll get devastating charge, and then Crom and the savages will force him to run towards his Imperial Guard, and I'll get into the flank of his Imperial Guard with both the monster and the savages. And he saw it, and he was like, no, fuck that. So he fled. I was like, motherfucker. I don't have line of sight to the flank of his Imperial Guard, so I decide I'm just going to redirect into his cannon. I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have called that out. Alright. As you can see, my chariots, I charged my spider into the other cannon, okay? My chariots, when he killed A-Rock, it caused a panic check. They ran from the forest, from the closest unit, which was his knights that were behind me, and my chariots ran through the forest, through the fields, and through the other side of his skirmishers that are in front of Zod, and pop out on this side. Now they rally on this turn, which gives them a decent spot, actually, a decent tactical spot, because the right side has become extremely powerful on the right side. Left side, he still has power on the left side. So Crom doesn't have anybody really to charge into. I think I just move Crom around. I do. So as you can see, this is how the table looks. I go ahead and I turn my goblins around. There's no reason to shoot his general because his general has a 1-up armor. I decide to move Crom out of line of sight of his Imperial Guard, but threatening his detachment. I charged Zod into those guys. I didn't care about the DTs. I took it fine, no problem. And right now, I just have... and then as you can see, since the cannon is a circle base, I decided to charge with the savages, but make sure I don't run off the table, and I just angled them so they're going to keep running this way, which is just a thing of beauty for the savages. Magic phase, I got 7 power dice. Go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo, and it fucking does a wound onto his general. We were laughing about this. We were just like, are you fucking kidding? 1 fucking wound on the general. Spider did fucking like 16 attacks on a Thunderstomp. Couldn't do a goddamn wound, but a fucking Scorching Salvo did? Anyways, ends up killing off a couple of his detachment guys and kills off a couple of his Imperial Guard, like 2 or 3 of his Imperial Guard. I am trying to do all the wounds I can to his Arcane Engine. It only does 1 wound onto the Arcane Engine. Go ahead. Oh, and it ends up killing a knight back here. Go ahead and I start shooting into his. I start shooting the Skull Splitter into his Arcane Engine. Does 2 more wounds onto it. Whew. Okay, it only has 1 wound left. I cannot touch that Imperial Guard unit. You do not understand. I cannot touch that Imperial Guard unit until that engine is dead. And he only has 1 wound remaining on that engine. Holy shit. Alright. Over here, close combat. Oh my god. So he started, like, you can kind of tell he was putting away his stuff already because you see some of the gray foam stuff out of the way. But I kill both of his cannons. And when I kill his cannons, I overrun it. He is not looking. He is not looking. And I roll the dice for the savages. I roll like a 7. I just say 7. Then I roll the dice for the overrun on the spider, and I go 12. And you see his eyes light up like, the savages ran 12? And I was like, no. The savages only ran 7, man. But if the savages did run 12, I would have killed them. I would have fucking ripped apart the whole backside. I was like, the spider ran 12. It's just gonna bump into the ass of the fucking savages. God damn it. Alright. And that's how the table looks. It's gonna start off his turn. Empire of the Sonnstahl, turn 3. Empire of the Sonnstahl, turn 3. Here is Joel's last chance. I'm telling you right now, this is the shot for Joel right now to fucking whoop my ass. Because if he doesn't make this charge, I'm telling you right now, my savages are behind him, my spiders behind him, my chariots are on the side of him, Crom is on the side of him. So he goes and makes his order to give these guys +1 movement on the charge. Okay? He's charging into my goblins. He needs to roll an 8. He needs to roll an 8 to get into my goblins. He will fucking win that combat. He will probably make me flammable. It doesn't even matter. I'm in the field. He just needs to have a flaming banner. He's going to fuck me up, right? He's going to charge into me, and he's going to fuck me up. He rolls a 7. Oh, man. So now I'm watching Joel really pull some really cool moves. He moves his wizard out of the unit, chaffs up my savages so I run off the table. He keeps the arcane engine close enough. He charges the other guys into Crom. And then he just walks his general back into the unit. And that's how it looks. Oh god, this is how it looks. Magic Phase got 8 power dice, goes ahead and he does a ruby ring onto my savages, kills off a couple. That's all that really happened. I think he went for another silver spike, and I made another ward save on it. Alright, and for the record, for those of you guys who are wondering what he did on his shooting phase last round, he shot 2 shots into Zod on his cannons before they died. And he missed both shots. I think he missed the first one, hits the second one, and I got another ward save. And he's just like, you're 3 for 3 on ward saves with Zod. But it's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I'm just like, fuck it. It's time to go into this Imperial Guard. I got 1 wound remaining on his Arcane Engine, so I'm going to charge the Chariot in. I charge the Savages in. Now, I did the Savages ahead of time because I told him it's not really going to matter. If he's going to hold, he's going to hold. Even if he fails or flees, then I get to redirect wherever the hell I want to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge the Savages in and then charge the Spider into the rear of his Imperial Guard. He did not see that coming. He did not see that coming. The chariots are going into the flank of the Imperial Guard, and Zod is going into the front of the Imperial Guard. As you can see, Crom got charged last round, but he ended up doing a charge, 2 ranks, and a banner. I don't think he did any wounds. I ended up killing off 4 guys. So it's a steadfast. So we're sticking there. So that's all going to happen over there. Boom, boom, boom! Everybody in. Everybody in. Oh, fuck. I tried to move everybody as close to Crom as I could so I could get that +1 devastating charge bonus, but it just only reaches Zod. It only reaches Zod, unfortunately. Magic Phase, I got 9 power dice. I think I did like Fireball or some shit like that, end up killing off his Imperial. Oh, no. I think it's a 9 power dice phase, but I think I try to do like -1 to hit. He stops it. I fail like a pyromancy spell. I fail another pyromancy spell. Then basically nothing else happens. So over here, shooting phase, I shoot the skull splitter. Boom, boom, pock. Kill that fucking engine. Fuck that engine. Fuck it up its stupid ass. Close combat. The savages rip apart their skirmishers and run off the table like some savage bastards that they are. The savage bastards. And then over here. Oh, I did get the Deceptive Glamour off. I got the -1 to hit off. So he challenges with a champ. I rammed the shit out of that champ. I mean, I literally rolled like a 6 on the impact hits and just ripped apart that champ. Oh, fuck. I was like, what a waste of a devastating charge turn. And then over here, man, let's go ahead and just do the damage report here because I don't know who's hitting who. I don't realize. He does 1 wound onto the Space Rock. Alright, he does 4 wounds because his BSB's on the corner. It does 4 wounds onto my chariot, kills 1 of my chariots. But in return, it looks like I killed 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 Imperial Guard. and put a wound on to... Oh, his general had a wound on him from the Scorching Salvo. He is steadfast. He is going to stick there for a turn, and it's going to go start off his turn. Empire of the Sonnstahl, turn 4. Empire of the Sonnstahl, turn 4. So his detachment rallied, as you can see up there, but they really don't have line of sight of anything. I did move the spider over a bit, so basically there's not much going on up on top. Magic phase, got 6 power dice. Goes in and gives transmutation lead to Zod, so I can't use my great weapon effectively. And then I don't know what else is happening. Close combat, close combat. As you can see, Crom is just grinding these guys. He is getting upset because he cannot beat Crom. He cannot roll a 6 for the life of him. And if he does roll a 6, Crom just makes that armor save. And Crom's just like Thunderstomp, brrrr, 3, Thunderstomp, brrrr, 4, Thunderstomp, brrrr, and then Crom is just grinding these fuckers out. Alright, up here, as you can see, same problems going on. He does 3 wounds onto my chariot, but between Zod and he challenges with his I want to say his general or his BSB, or I challenged. I think he challenged with his general, who has a 1-up armor save. I use extra hand weapons. I don't think I do any wounds to him on this phase. And he's trying to do extra wounds to the spider, but he's not doing anything. I took +1 to wound from the spider from the idol, so I could get the goblin attacks to do more damage. I ended up killing more. I don't even know how many I killed, but as you can see, he's running down out of ranks per this turn, and I'm still winning combat. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I realize, shit, I can't get their breakthrough. These guys are in my fucking way. So I start turning my guys around. It would have been not a bad turn to actually just charge my goblins in. I might have actually won some, like, probably killed enough. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, I turn them this way. I just decided I'm going to try to walk around and start Ravens winging my ass over. Alright, Magic Phase, I got 7 power dice. Go ahead and I try to do Ravens Wing. He stops it. I go ahead and I do some fireballs and shit into these guys. I end up killing off a couple more. I kill off 4 of these fanatics over here. And then it looks like close combat. Close combat, I'm just still grinding. Crom punks the unit. I mean, he punks the unit to the point where they're running. There's only 2 guys left. I decided to turn Crom around. Now, he did hide his wizard right behind Crom. I should have angled Crom to hit him, but I knew he was just going to flee, and in all reality, I need Crom to help finish off this Imperial Guard unit. If I could finish off this Imperial Guard unit, this is majority of his points right here. And he is failing to wound anybody because he's still challenged with Zod. He's about to kill my Wolf Chariots, but nobody cares about the Wolf Chariots. Shit, Wolf Chariots are 320 points, and the Spider is not getting wounded from the rear. But anyways, I continue doing more grinding damage, but it's going to go start off turn 5. I forgot whose turn it is. His turn, my turn, his turn. I don't even know. Turn 5. Oh, it's his turn. His turn. Empire of the Sonnstahl, turn 5. Turn 5, he doesn't rally those 2 guys. They continue running. They run through the savages and die. Causes a panic check onto his other detachment. His other detachment runs. They do not rally. And then his wizard's just chilling back there. Magic Phase, he got 4 power dice, and I don't know what he did with those dice. I don't know. Close combat, I'm just going to continue grinding them down, and now at this time, transmutation of lead is falling off, and I go ahead and I swing with the great weapon, and I just punk his general. His general's dead. It's down to his BSB and these last 5 guys. 4 guys. As you can see, my chariot is dead. He still hasn't done any wounds onto the spider. It's going to go start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. I march my goblins up. My goblins are at 13 inches away from the edge. I need 1 more inch. So I really fucking need to get off this Raven's Wing, alright? So go ahead into Magic Phase. Magic Phase, I got double 6s. Yes, this is the phase. This is the phase I'm going to get fucking Raven's Wing off. So I'm going to have to play it smart. I'm going to have to bait his dice out to get him. Because the thing is, my savages are already in the backfield. So he has 2 knight units in my field. I have the savages. All I got to do is nudge the fucking goblins up just that 1 extra inch to get in. And I'll tie the objective. Alright? So first thing I do is I go ahead and I do a Pyroclastic Flow. I get fucking double 6s. You gotta be kidding me. I don't want double 6s because I'm losing dice. End up killing off a couple of these guys. And then miscast, blow up a couple of my guys. Go ahead and I try to do... I forgot what else I did. I did Scorching Salvo. Now I planned on it that I knew he would stop Scorching Salvo because I kept measuring to his wizard because I was in range of his wizard. If I get the Scorching Salvo off, his wizard's worth like 600 points. All right, so I knew that he would try really hard to keep his wizard alive. So I'm like, haha, if I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get his dice out. So I use like, I think I used like 3 or 4 dice on this Pyroclastic Flow. I used like 3 or 4 dice on the Scorching Salvo. I fucking double 6 it anyways, and he decides to try to stop it. So he rolls all his dice, he stops it. I'm like, yes. I think I had like 3 dice left, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking... No, I had 2 dice left. That, because of the miscast, fucking made me lose that extra dice. But I was like, yes. I have 2 dice left. I'm just gonna go for a small Raven's Wing on this unit. A small Raven's Wing that goes off on a 6. And I'm gonna fucking just push him that inch. And I roll the dice, I roll a 4. Motherfucker! God damn it! Shooting phase, I'm gonna shoot the Bushwhackers into the last of the Fanatics. I end up killing off the last of the Fanatics. Over here, close combat. Oh my god. I wiped them out to a man. I fucking double Thunderstomps, impact hits, +1 to wound, Zod go and attack and kill the BSB. I wiped the whole fucking unit out. Boom! That is the last shot of the game, guys. Holy crap, it was a massacre for the Orcs and Goblins, but all he has on the table left right now are 2 Knight units and a Wizard. Okay? Now he killed 1 Spider and my Chariots and my Chaff. Alright? But he still has a 16-4 apparently, because that Wizard costs a lot of points. Alright. So it's a 16-4, and then he has the objective, which knocks it down to a 13-7. Whew. That was a close one. Like, point wise, I'll tell you right now, because I'm gonna go over the who won what, right, up to at least the point where I got something and then I stopped taking pictures, and then also I'm gonna go over my units on how they performed for the whole tournament. But I lost. I did not get first place. First place went to Chris Mintz, which I'll get to his picture in a bit. But I lost to him by like 7 points. Let me see where it is. No, I lost to him by 10 points. 10 points. Alright, never mind. That's not going to matter. So still, if I would have got the remaining 7 points off of this game, and I needed at least 3 more points, I would have been able to take first. But it is what it is. Anyways. Anyways, guys, let's go over what we have here. Right here, this is Bill Robertson on the left. He is announcing Siege at the Tower. If those of you guys, somebody brought it up that I should start announcing when tournaments are happening. So Siege at the Tower is a tournament that is held in Ohio by Bill Robertson. It is the longest running fantasy tournament period, I want to say. It's like 16 years or some shit like that. I don't even know. I think it is 16 years. I think it's the Sweet 16. But he's running it. Bill Robertson is also the guy who made War Score. So guys, got to give him a lot of credit. And also, it's a January tournament coming up this January. If you guys want more info, you could go ahead and just ask down below, and I'll probably give you a link or something like that. Or you could just Google it yourself. I mean, but either way, I'll get you guys the link. In the middle, that is Alex Meyer. Alex Meyer is the guy who ran Michigan GT. He is a well-known Beast Herd player. He's also on, I believe, the Beast Community Support. I want to say that he is. And then on the right is Thomas Baker, and in the beanie is Andrew Hetz, and then Andres Wheaties, and then Max Lapora with the fedora. All right. Over here, in the background, there you see, in the background with the Seattle Seahawks shirt, that is actually Jeff Durham. Jeff Durham is running Hogfest, which is in literally 2 weeks away from the time I'm making this video. So guys, if you guys have not signed up for Hogfest, want to go to a tournament in St. Louis, up in the Midwest, guys, come on out for Hogfest. It's going to have some barbecue there. There's going to be some good times. It's going to be some ninth age action going on, and it's going to be a good turnout there as well. And then in the front, that is Chris Mintz, Jeremy Gottschalk, and my brother Jesse. And I have no idea what the hell. Oh, Gottschalk. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Gottschalk is talking about Corner Hammer. Corner Hammer is a tournament that is taking place the same weekend as Adepticon here in Chicago, Illinois, in Schaumburg, Illinois, actually. And it is going to be it's probably going to be one of the second biggest, I want to say second biggest U.S. tournaments for the Ninth Age. First being Buckeye Battles, but that's going to happen up in, I want to say, April. It's like in March or April, but I'll get more information as that goes on. And then let's go over the wieners. All right, so first up, we got first place went to Chris Mintz. Like I told you, first place overall, he got 120 points. I was thinking, man, was I thinking, if I would have just sat in the corner on my game versus him, if I would have just sat in the corner and let him take the objective, let him get his 13-7 victory off of me, because he's not taking points if I just sit in the corner, I would have beat him. Because I would have had more points than him. You know, because he would have lost 7 and I would have got 7. That's crazy, man. But it's just not the way I play. It's just not the way I play. Man, that's so brutal. That's like heart-wrenching to me. Now, let's go over here. And there's Chris Mintz's prizes there. Michael Smith. Michael Smith actually should have won first place, but he did not have his army fully painted, and that cost him the first place award. It gave him first general, the best general award, which is the most points earned, but not taking the best overall. And he got second place. And then here is the first picture of Alex Meyer's infamous same pose. I was looking through all these pictures, and Alex Meyer has the same pose in every picture, except for that one with Chris Mintz, which he hugged Chris Mintz for some reason. Anyways, third place actually went to me. I got third place, but I don't have a picture of it yet because I didn't win any cool awards for being a general or overall or anything like that. I think I was supposed to win the best neutral army with Orcs and Goblins, or the best Orc and Goblin player, but they didn't have race-specific awards. They had the best neutral, best good, and best evil. And they skipped me, and I'll tell you why they skipped me in a bit when we get to my picture. So best neutral, or I want to say this is best neutral. No, this is best good. Best good went to Jeff Durham with his Lizardman army. Jeff Durham, let's see where he placed. He placed in 6th place with 101 points. Best neutral went to Bill Robertson for the second year in a row. Second year in a row, Bill Robertson got best neutral, his Ogre Cons. So yeah, congrats, Bill. And then as you can see, Alex Myers going from same picture to same pose, same pose, same pose. He has that pose down pat, guys. I'm telling you right now. And then best evil went to Jake motherfucking Murphy and his red hat. Jake motherfucking Murphy. All right, so best painted went to me. All right, and that's basically why I did not win best neutrals, because I won best painted. I guess I'll take it. And then best sportsmanship went to Brian Amber. Now, Brian here is a great guy. This is the guy I played in the pregame. This guy is an awesome guy, and he definitely earns that best sportsmanship award. And then basically the wooden spoon award, or whatever they called it, went to, or the most determined award went to this guy right here, which I have to look up his name really quick. Sorry. It wasn't Kirk. What was his name? Oh man, Derek Cooper? I don't even know. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know who this guy is. I'm horrible. I'm giving up a report. I don't even know who this guy is. It's either Kirk Wagnack, Derek Cooper. It's not Adam Hilton. I know who that is. I know who Todd McGee is. I know who Ken Sheldon is. It's one of those guys. Yeah, I want to say it's one of those two. It's probably Kirk. I want to say it's Kirk. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to another picture really quick, so that way I don't have to stare at somebody I don't know. This picture for too long. All right, guys. So we're gonna go over what my army did overall, and we'll do it in order because I have the shit in order. If I can find out where I put my Michigan GT spreadsheet at. Michigan GT. All right. So in last place, in 10th place, goes out to the Raiders, who earned 0 points against Joe Flint, but has earned a total of 233 points in the whole tournament. But you know what? That's actually they're moving on up. They're earning points. You know, like they didn't ever used to earn points. They actually earned 171 off of Chris Mintz's game. In ninth place goes to the Bushwhackers with an actual impressive number of 857 for a unit that is not supposed to be in combat. 857 points. That's actually, I'll take it. That's actually decent. In eighth place with the biggest disappointment in my whole list goes to Baxter the Pyromaniac. He only has 1,700 points, 1,728. He barely earned anything against Brian. He barely earned anything against Chris Walker. He barely earned anything against Chris Mintz. He did most of his damage, most of those points in Frank Chapeda's game, and then hasn't really done much against Joel or Dave Fout's game. In seventh place, now this one is a little bit controversial, but in seventh place goes to the Savages. Now the Savages, I feel, are an extremely important part of this list now because of how much damage output they can do. The only problem with the Foot Clan is there was 2 games where they had to sit down at the, well, one game they sat on the objective, so they didn't do shit except earn me those 3 points for the objective. And then the other game they failed a crucial charge, because if they got that charge off, I can guarantee they would have been in second or third place in this list. But they didn't get that charge off, and that charge cost them 0 points because now they sat behind the rest of my army against Dave Fout. But it is the Foot Clan. The Foot Clan, the Savage Orcs, they got 1,985 points. Easily, like I said, easily, they would have been up to third place if they would have got that charge off on game 4. So I'm not giving them, they did their job. They earned me points. They earned me objectives. They did a good job. And they didn't die in any game. Oh, no, actually they didn't die in Chris Mintz's game. They were the last unit standing. The K-Pack is taking in 6th place, which, in all fairness, let's look at this. They got 2,118 points, okay? Well, and I'm counting for 6 games, okay? Well, they cost 320 points times 6, so they actually earned their weight plus an additional 200 points. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's running average right there, guys. Running average is the K-Pack. I'll take it. They do offer a threat. They do offer people to be bombarded by, do I take a charge from the Spider or do I take a charge from 3 Chariots? And then they usually choose the Spider. So the Chariots are doing their job. In 6th place, very solid. In 5th place, the first time in a very, very, very long time that the A-Rock has not been number 1 or 2 is this game. The A-Rock got 5th place, 2,949 points. Majority of those points are in game 1 and game 4. So yeah, the A-Rock took 5th place, which leaves 4 more places, which is really crazy because you would figure, hey, where's Crom on this list? Well, Crom is not 4th place. 4th place goes to Zod. Zod only got 3,370 points, which is, again, not the top performance of Zod that I'm used to. But that means, what the fuck? Crom got more than Zod? Hell yeah, Crom did. Crom got 4,234 points. That is crazy. And not only that, but Crom got the MVP for this round against Joel Flint. Crom took out a detachment unit, took out flagellants, took out the rest of the Imperial Guard, made sure everybody was getting buffed. Crom was a beast, and it would really, really suck to find out that in version 2.0 they do something stupid to Crom where they make him weaker by taking away his buffs, because those buffs are the best part of Crom, besides the fact that he's T8. T8's actually the best part of Crom, but it's just, it has so much synergy if you use pyromancy and witchcraft like I do, because I could get +1 to wound, I could get the wheels turn, I could get freaking +1 to wound from pyromancy. It's like all those +1 to wound, you're making sure you're killing somebody, you know? And it would just suck to find out that they take that away. I have a feeling they're taking it away. That's why I keep on saying it. Anyways, 2nd place. We only got 2 more people left. And if you guys have been keeping up, 2nd place goes to Bazooka and the Horde. Bazooka and the Horde got 5,888 points. Bazooka and the Horde. Let me say that again. 5,888 points. They basically have single-handedly wiped out an army and a half of people. That is crazy in points. 5,000. 888. That is crazy. And what's even crazier is the person who took first place, the #1 tournament MVP for Michigan GT, goes to the Space Rock. Space Rock took what? 7,715 points. That is insane. Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's see. 7,000. That means on average she was eating 1,300 points of somebody's army every fucking game. And it wasn't Chris Mintz's game, because Chris Mintz's game she actually did horrible. She only got 44 points. Chicken Rock! Chicken head on the Space Rock. That is fucking crazy. I am like in awe right now. That is insane. One spider has took 7,715 points worth of somebody's shit. That is crazy. Wow. First game killed a general. Second game killed a general and a BSB. Killed the BSB, killed off like several units, took out the wizard. Third game didn't do shit. Fourth game took out the general, wizard, and a bunker, and bolt throwers, and lion guard. Game 4 took out vampire spawn. Game 5 took out general, BSB, imperial guard, flagellant, and a cannon. That is crazy, man. Holy shit, 7,715 points. Whew. Alright guys, I know my round 5 videos are always the longest, and this is no slouch here either. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I enjoy making the videos. If you guys like it, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and I will be making more videos as soon as I can. I got some games for the Road to Hogfest coming up. Against my first one is against Brian Hughes with his Dwarven Holds. Brian Hughes is the guy who lent his army to Alan Martini for Team Mexico, so it's kind of cool that I got a game against him. Also, guys, if you haven't, I got some pictures here for you guys. Now, ignore the fact that there's multicolored dice in this, because this is actually a message from me to the guys who are making the dice. I finally got in contact with them, and they're finally going to give me my dice. And basically, what my Patreon rewards are getting are those the 2 bottom dice. I have a Koopa. Most of the dice are green dice. You're gonna get. There's only gonna be a limited amount of purple dice made, mainly for my magic phases and mainly for Peggy, because I like Peggy to have a different color than Koopa. So, but for everybody else, there's a limited amount of purple dice, and there's a limited amount of green dice as well. But guys, if you sign up for my Patreon rewards, the first few people who want the purple dice, just send me a message, say, hey, I want a pair of purple dice. You will get those purple dice instead of the green dice. If not, if you want the green dice, you're going to get the green dice. But those are my Koopa dice. Koopa! You fat bastard. And they will be at my place in 3 weeks. I have all your information on Patreon. The minute that I get them, they are being sent out to your place, and that will be that. Also, right now it's October 25th when I'm making this battle report. So by the time November 1st rolls around, I will announce the winner for the first, technically the second banner, custom banner made by moi, Shyhammer. And not only that, I also have the first banner made and completed, and you guys will be able to see that on October 1st when I make the update video. Guys, if you are interested in a pair of your own Koopa dice, you can go ahead and sign up for my Patreon rewards. I am sorry to all the people who have been on my Patreon who haven't got the rewards yet. It's been a process for me to get this stuff done, and I also am working a full-time job where I'm trying to get these multiple projects started at the same time. It's kind of time consuming, and I apologize, but I hope you guys are patient with me, because I am extremely excited to give you guys what you deserve. Some rewards, some prints, some magic cards coming up in the future, and then for those of you guys who are interested in hearing about the magic cards, here we go. I got my my first Pyroclastic Flow picture here, and not only that, my Enveloping Embers picture. Just saying, there's a little spoiler alert right there if you're watching and you're like, what if the new magic phases changes? Those two are still in the magic phases. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoy this video. I enjoy making it. It's 52 minutes of me rambling. Guys, take care. Watch this shit. Watch my other videos. Sign up for Patreon. Get some Koopa dice. wait around a couple months. You'll get some freaking pyromancy cards, and not only that, I'll be making future cards after that, but it's going to take me some time because it's going to take me some time. That's just going to be honest. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. Take care, and peace.